rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis recently said that he will be facing his next opponent. Roach, the WBA lightweight champion, said he would be very busy in 2025, but Davis has still decided not to fight him. Not long ago, he said he wasn't going to fight Roach next. He also talked about the same opponent that he talked about after the fight, the person who came to hear him.
What is?
You might say it in a minute. You definitely might say it in a minute.
A lot of people don't know who Gervonta Davis will fight next, but he told his fans that it won't be Lamont Roach. Fans no longer trust Davis and see him for the shady person he really is. He was running away from Lamont Roach because he thinks the fighter is too strong for him and that he can't beat him. It means that Lamont Roach will win a fair fight if a fight was called a draw by mistake.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
A lot of people thought Gervonta would knock out Lamont Roach in his last fight at the Barclays Center, but he didn't. In fact, there was a lot of trouble after the World Boxing Association lightweight champions fight. It looked like Davis got hit in the knee in round 9, and he went to his corner to wipe his eyes. But the judge didn't call it a knockdown or throw Davis out of the fight. A draw happened in the fight with Roach, which wasn't what most people thought would happen. Davis hasn't joined either Matchroom Boxing or Top Rank. Turki Alalshik is in charge of both of them.
You said that you have your opponents mapped out. So who are the opponents for the final stages of your career?
Not to cut you out.
Davis has only fought twice since being named the boxing world's face. That first fight was in 2023, and it was against Ryan Garcia. He beat Frank Martin. A hit-and-run accident put him under house arrest before his fight with Roach. He was later arrested after pleading guilty to traffic violations connected to the accident. Davis said, "I want to be active in 2025. This year, I hope to have 3 fights and stay in the ring more. Roach comes first, and then we'll figure it out."
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can...
Who would Davis fight again this year if he wants to? It's not likely that Davis will fight again against the real challengers and belt holders in his weight class. It's more likely that he'll try to trick someone like he did with Lamont Roach and set up a fight with someone he doesn't know. Who knows? Gervonta Davis chose to combine this time for some reason. He had learned the hard way that it's better to lose to a champion than to an average fighter. Shakur Stevenson would be a good choice if he does decide to unite. Others, like Keyshawn Davis and Vasily Lomachenko, would expect him to get in a fight with them.
And that's your last fight? Or nah, still some more heads you gotta put on the wall?
Yeah.
Davis's fans and the media have dreamed of a fight between him and Naoya Inoue, who is the undisputed super bantamweight king. The fact that they are both dynamic fighters who have crushed their opponents is what draws people to them. Several things make it look like the fight probably won't happen. Inoue is a 4-weight world winner and beat Luis Neri in January. He was said to be able to fight bantamweight king Junto Nakatani, top contender Mirjan Akhmadaliyev, or other fighters in the same weight class. Inoue would have to lose a lot of weight to fight Davis.
But that's definitely in the back of my mind always. Like, just me training, I'd be like...
Turki Alalshik wants to be in that fight. Davis said he wouldn't fight him in a 2023 post because they were too heavy. Seconds Out also saw him post and then delete from social media. "I'm the only fighter you all want to see in the ring with everyone else. It doesn't matter how heavy it is. It looks like a dream right now." Long ago, Davis said he would fight Vasily Lomachenko, who is currently the IBF lightweight champion and used to be the king of the ring. It makes the most sense for 2 networks to work together. But it doesn't seem likely at all, just like the Inoue fight.
The fight or someone like Lomachenko, and he was like, he retired type of vibe. I don't know why.
Boxing fans almost got to see this fight in 2024. But talks broke down because Lomachenko said he wanted to take the rest of the year off.
Saying that I felt as though like he didn't really like, they were saying that he was scared.
He beat George Kambosos Jr. in May of last year to win the IBF title. but he hasn't claimed the belt or shown any signs of coming back.
Though, like, he reached that point where it's hard for him to get up for a fight. You know, I feel.
Last week, the IBF told Lomachenko that he had to fight the winner of a planned temporary fight between Raymond Muratalla and Zor Abdulov. If Lomachenko does fight the winner of Muratalla versus Abdulov, it seems unlikely that he will fight Davis in 2025. Despite Tank taking a knee on purpose in the 9th round, no count was given, and Davis beat Roach by majority decision. The fight caused a lot of debate, and a score of 10-8 in the 8th round would have been enough for Roach to win the WBA lightweight title. Dan Rafael wrote that Lamont Roach's lawyer wrote to the New York State Athletic Commission and asked that a probe be started.
He's older now. He got kids too. It's more so about the kids now, I feel. Like, you know?
Turning away from the action, walking to his corner, and partly leaving the ring were all actions that Mr. Davis took that made it clear that he had retired or quit the match. According to Mr. Roach, the commission will agree with the millions of people who saw the fight and say that Mr. Roach really won the fight, either by technical knockout, since Davis quit or was disqualified for bringing an illegal irritant into the ring, or by decision after the scores have been changed to reflect the knockdown. Now that a choice has been made, Lance Pugmire says that the outcome will not change. The decision has not been changed, but Davis has made it clear that he is ready to fight Roach again, so there may be a second fight. Davis now holds a title that others will want to challenge in a class full of well-known names and up-and-coming stars. Davis said he was ready for that role and would fight anyone with the guts to do so. Davis is the second member of the U.S. Olympic boxing team for 2020 and 2021 to win a world title. The first was Oshie Jones, who won the IBF junior middleweight title in November.
The top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not short it out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even just.
Keyshawn Davis had a Valentine's Day he will never forget. The boxer from Norfolk knocked out Rene Barone in the 4th round to win the WBA lightweight title in front of a packed Madison Square Garden Theater in New York City on Friday night. Davis had a rough week of fights and said Barone's team sent a racist package to his hotel room. That night was easy for Davis. Barone was never really in the fight in the end, either because Davis was bigger than him or because he was much less skilled.
Everybody knows that you got the power, you got the skill and abilities, patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short.
In his last fight, the businessman made a statement by knocking out Gustavo Daniel Lemos in the 2nd round, making him a must-have for World Boxing Organization winner Denis Berinchyk. He also called Gervonta Davis out when he got on the mic after the fight. The first name that came to mind was Berinchyk, but it wasn't the only one.
Come away, and you know that his coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, go fight from Cuba.
There has been a fight going on for a while now. The lightweight giants have been insulting each other on social media for a long time, and it looks like they really don't like each other.
The people, when I mention yo fighter, what you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro.
Keyshawn Davis tells Shakur Stevenson why he will never fight him. Brian Bomac McIntyre, Keyshawn's manager, has done a great job of promoting the fight and is very sure that his client is the one who can finally beat the WBA lightweight champion. It looks like Keyshawn and Gervonta were made to be together. Bomac thinks that the 25-year-old puncher will give Tank the same beating that his star student Terrence Crawford gave Errol Spence in July 2023 for the undefeated welterweight title. It's a comparison that Keyshawn totally agrees with.
Most of those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what?
During his junior days, Keyshawn sparred with Gervonta twice, which made him feel even better about himself.
Just sent him a contract. He went elsewhere. End of the quote. Now, one of the PBC.
During his call for Shakur Stevenson to fight one of the faces of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis seemed pretty sure that he was going to send Stevenson a contract. Though, it looks like Tank might have been lying about the contract since Stevenson's team answered, no. The lightweight champion of the World Boxing Council is defending his title this weekend in Saudi Arabia. Davis's team has never made him any kind of offer.
And recently, like yesterday on Cigar Talk, Shakur came out reacting to the news that Gervonta.
In fact, Shakur Stevenson, a member of the PBC, said a few months ago that the whole contract thing is a lie and that Tank is lying. However, both he and Gervonta Davis, another fighter, had said that they had agreed informally to fight. Along the same lines, Stevenson's co-manager, James Prince, recently said that Davis's claims are not true because there is no proof of them. He also told Davis to check his source. Stevenson's co-manager said that wasn't true and gave no proof at all.
Act like Tank is not a good fighter. I think Tank is a hell of a fighter. I think he's special. What he does with his talents is amazing to see. I love the way he boxes. But truthfully, same way he acts,
Shakur always tells the truth, no matter what. He'll take the chance when it comes up, and Tank may be wrong about anything that is offered to us. He said again that Tank never sent a contract, which was his second point of view. Gervonta Davis doesn't usually lie, so we'll have to wait for more information on that. In the meantime, James Prince did say that talks were going well about a possible fight between Davis and Stevenson.
You guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready.
His prices have gone up a lot since his fight with Artem Hartunyan last year, which was shown live on TV and not on pay-per-view. The biggest crowd for that fight was 1.2 million people, so it makes sense for Gervonta Davis to fight the 27-year-old. It will be nice for both of them. Yes, both sides want to settle this, but the final decision on this possible fight has not been made yet. And that is the only thing that has kept the Davis versus Stevenson fight from happening.
I'd already made a promise. I'd already made a promise to Al, like, we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I could stick around and just, I will hope.
However, in the middle of the contract offer saga, Shakur Stevenson recently shared his thoughts on Tank and said that he knows this possible fight could be the biggest of all time.
And I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know? Like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know.
Clearly, boxing loves rivals, and Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis is one of the most talked about fights of all time. Since years ago, these two have been following each other around and insulting each other on social media, but they've never actually fought. Even though things are getting more tense, their fight is still just out of reach. Stevenson, the lightweight champion of the World Boxing Council, recently brought up the issue again by ignoring Davis's record. Stevenson told the Stomping Ground that this isn't the first time that Tank's 27-year-old has tried to get that job. He once said, "You're taking the less skilled fighters and putting them in the ring with yourself and making them look as though they are on this level, but they're not. They've been insulting each other for a while now. That was just last year." Davis said the fight with Stevenson would be easy, but Stevenson told Tank he was in for a rude shock. That conversation wasn't new, but it set the stage for their long-awaited fight. The fight never took place, though. The talks didn't work out, and Tank Davis quickly blamed Stevenson. He says Stevenson ignored him and even wrote on X, "I sent him a contract, but he went elsewhere." That didn't go over well with Shakur Stevenson, though. Davis recently said that he wants to stop fighting this year, which makes it less likely that fans will get to see both of those fights before the end of his career. For now, Davis said on a podcast with artist Lil Yachty that he is more likely to take a break from fighting than to put down his gloves for good. At the launch press meeting for his upcoming fight with Roach, he said some things that made boxing fans put their heads in their hands. Davis said, "I'm done with it, the sport, after next year. I'll tell you about my fights. This year is over. This is trash. I'm leaving because I'm tired of it." Boxing professionals have often said that Davis's record isn't very good, even though he is very good. It looks like his best win was against Ryan Garcia, but many fans see a question mark next to that win because of the 10-pound recovery clause that was added to King Ryan's contract. Davis has also never united his belts with a current world champion. Tank has won the world title in 2 weight classes, super featherweight and lightweight. But if he wants to be remembered as an all-time great, he needs to fight the best fighters in his field. For the latest news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube page. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when we post good videos like this one. Goodbye until next time.